Welcome back to this second hour of Hereticus. And we have a trio of inquisitorial acolytes going back down into the mid-hive. Specifically, as I understand it, the Screaming Wheel Cantina, or what's left of it. You arrive. You've managed to acquire a means of transportation. That is not an issue for you guys.
Good.
I can drive it so we don't have to, get bombarded.
That's up to you if you want to. So the Inquisition has plenty of speeders and other vehicles for you to.
That's probably a good idea, actually. So we don't have
instead of the automated shit.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, see what happened last time you took something automated.
That's true. That's true. It went extremely well, I think. So it should be
all talking about this.
It should be mentioned that the speeder you take is completely black, as all inquisitorial vehicles are.
Good. If it was red, I would have painted it black.
No, it's black.
Faster.
Are they?
No, blue ones are faster.
Red. Hey, it is the 41st millennium, and as the orcs will tell you, red ones go faster.
Of course they do.
No, because I was told in Star Wars that the bluer it is, the faster it is.
Yes, but that's Star Wars. This is the 41st millennium, and there is literally a group of orcs called the Cult of Speed, who will paint all their they will paint all their vehicles bright red. And if you actually field the models on the tabletop game painted red, they get extra speed. They get extra movement speed on the table. So red ones really do go faster in the 41st millennium.
What is it? It's specifically because the orcs believe they go fast.
Yes. The orcs, who are a slightly psychic race, they're all
faster, so it is.
Yes, they produce a small amount of psychic energy, all of them at all times, which their psychers called weird boys then harness. They, but because the orcs are so firm in their belief that if you paint stuff red, it'll go faster, it does. Orcs are weird.
Yep.
That's actually amazing.
Yep. But you do get down there, and what you find when you reach the site of the Screaming Wheel Cantina is that it's all the debris has been removed, and while I don't know if you recall, but when you were last there, the area surrounding the Screaming Wheel Cantina was completely empty. The buildings were devoid of life. That's not the case now. People have gone back to the hab blocks, and there is now plenty of life.
Nice.
It's been 3 days, and so everything's gone quickly.
Yep.
So what are we doing down here?
We are going back down to see if we can find out more about this infestation of heretics. Quite frankly, because there's no question that with heresy having been spread from the cathedral in this very district, I mean, it's not even just the street preachers. Heresy was spread within the main cathedral, which means that in all likelihood, most of the people living in this district have been subjected to heresy on some level, which means that it is very, very, very widespread. And well, we destroyed this canteen, right? This cantina. But when we got out of there, there were a couple of people also wearing these angelic creepo masks in a truck that tried to, well, flatten a couple of us.
Oh.
Which means that we didn't kill all of them in there. And we were also warned that there would be more Alvena Iriax clones out there in all likelihood. So for all we know, there's still a significant network of these bastards around down here. And personally, I'm of the belief that if I have to torch the whole section, I'll do so in the end. But I would like to keep the manufactura running, the giant factories, rather than killing millions of Imperial citizens, and then it needs to be repopulated before weapons are produced around here again.
Yes.
Goodness, consider that this is the same sister of battle who started out having such high hopes for humanity.
Sorry.
Shit happened.
Yep, shit did happen. Okay, so what's the plan now that you're down here, and you can conclude that everything has gone back to normal, or rather,
Is the building, of course, I assume, is at least still in ruins.
well, like I said, the debris has been removed.
Yeah.
So there's just a whole
an empty lot. There's
yes.
an empty lot. All right.
Yes, exactly.
Well, in that case, there are no arbitrates or anything in the vicinity. I take it then.
Nope, not that you can see.
All right. This is already grinding on my nerves. Well, we did see what direction the truck came from.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well, it's as good a direction as any to start looking in, isn't it?
I suppose so.
And we need to find out more about that truck. We need to find out where it came from, if possible.
Yes. Perhaps we can... If there wasn't anyone around among the citizenry when that truck attacked us, was there?
No. At that point, back then, when the Screaming Wheel Cantina was still standing, the area around it, meaning the hab blocks surrounding it, were pretty much empty.
Okay. So, Sister Francesca, do we mean then to just sort of walk in that direction until we find something?
Well, that would be nice if it worked that way, wouldn't it? No, I intend to at least I intend to at least investigate the immediate area around here. And I don't expect that we're going to find much here. But the point is, we've been gone from this area now for a number of days while we healed up, right?
Yes.
And this also means that there can one of two things can have happened with these heretics. A, they can have gone to ground, or B, they could have resumed their previous doings and dealings, seeing as we didn't return in force immediately. They might actually have convinced themselves that we somehow thought we'd gotten all of them. I don't believe that they're going to go to ground. They've invested way too much in this for them to just fade away. The people who are going to fade away are the ones at the root of it all, the ones that are probably located in the upper hive somewhere. The people down here are going to ride their heretical train of destruction right into oblivion and laugh all the way there, insane maniacs that they are.
Indeed.
And we are going to make sure that the train of destruction actually, gets blown up. So we're going to go back. If we don't find anything in the immediate surroundings, we're going to go back to what we did initially, and that's rile them up by being a presence on the street. We're going to be seen. We're going to let it be known that we are there and that we are asking questions. And then, seeing as we don't have Tim with us, we're going to rely on Medea to actually ask around and see if we can't get some information out of people, because she still looks more like one of the locals than you or I. Akalon.
True enough.
Sans the slight twitching now and then.
Yes.
Although, to be fair, considering the situation with the hive being as it is, a bit of twitching might actually help. In. Indeed. Fair enough. Well, seeing as you and I are now more conspicuous than ever, he says, patting the flamer at his side, let's go and make ourselves known. Draw attention to ourselves.
Yes, let us.
Yeah, and Tim work there quiet.
Well, Medea in this case, Tim isn't here.
That's what about.
Yeah.
Whatever Trina has got Tim doing is going to be subtle and it's going to be effective, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure it will, and I'm pretty sure that it'll be a lot more subtle and a lot less noisy without any of the three of us being there.
I do wonder though, what did Tim do in order to earn this singular privilege, I wonder?
There is a look for a moment of very unsister-like impishness on Francesca's face. Do you think there's any chance that he actually kissed her?
No, I think that if he had tried that, he would not have a face anymore.
You're probably right.
But she did
Heine
seem-
hatte. Heine is having way too much fun.
Yeah.
Medea slowly makes a shh sound to herself.
Everything all right, Medea?
I'm fine.
Hearing voices again, are you?
No, I'm fine. So, ask around after this.
Yes. Let us
proceed.
Let us proceed indeed. Let us first check the immediate surroundings around the place where the whole altercation took place.
Yes.
And then, seeing as that is probably not going to... I don't expect that it's going to lead anywhere. I don't expect us to find anything there, but we would be remiss if we didn't at least try. So... yes, I think that's what we're going to do, Heine.
Okay. So what you do know, as it towers above all the hab blocks, you see a manufactorum quite nearby, actually. So, and that's in the roughly the direction the truck came from.
All right.
So might be as good a place as any to start.
Yes, I think that's what we're going to do then.
Let's face it, Manufactorum is going to need transportation for goods and
Absolutely.
Yes.
material. Yeah.
Yes.
So you approach this manufactorum, and so surrounding the manufactorum is a virtual maze of industrial vehicles, like you said, Echelon, basically transporting goods to and from the manufactorum, and this also includes thousands and thousands of workers loading these trucks, and servitors as well loading these trucks, and unloading them as well. So the fleet of trucks attached to this particular manufactorum is vast. There are many trucks.
But are they the same
Yes.
type and color and stuff?
Well, the color scheme is matches the one as you remember it, but there are of course many different types and sizes of trucks depending on their function. But there are also the type of truck that you that ran you down.
Yeah. We had a close encounter of the trucky kind with.
Yes.
All right. Thinking. Yeah, we have. Well, that makes perfect sense. But as you said, there are so many of them that the chance of them actually knowing where any one of them might be is going to be absolutely remote. Nonetheless, nonetheless. Now the problem is if we go over there and even if we manage to get someone to talk to someone who could tell us whether they had a truck that went missing, and we might, it's not likely to lead anywhere, so we'll keep it in mind. I think that we do at least know where that is, and then start putting the general fear of the Emperor's holy cleansing flame into these heretics yet again, the same way we did the first time around.
Okay. So, would you mind giving me an awareness test as you begin your dastardly plan?
Those are popular today.
Yes,
Yeah.
they really are.
All of us.
And I'm really, really bad at it. It's my worst stat.
Is it
And-
just Francesca or everyone?
No, everyone. Also
Thank you.
Medea.
Is it sight or is it
It's sight.
Yeah.
right,
It ain't
I get
happening.
plus 20. There you go.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Come on.
A number of degrees are relevant. So, okay.
2.9 degrees.
That's pretty good.
So, the streets of this part of the Midhive are absolutely jam-packed with people. It's like fish in a barrel, really. But Medea, you still manage to spot in the crowd a person. He's walking away from you guys at a leisurely pace. But at some point he does turn around. He turns his head around to look in your general direction. You don't get the sense that he's looking at you. But the important thing here is that he's wearing a cherub's mask.
Ooh.
I see that, or
Yes,
we
you
don't
see.
that?
You see
Okay,
that.
you see that.
Only
Okay.
Medea.
Ooh. What direction is he walking?
Away from you guys.
The cogwheels in Medea's head is turning,
Uh-oh.
and she, tapped. What was her name again?
Sister Francesca?
Francesca's armor. I see one in a cherub's mask. Gonna follow.
Yes, do that, and we will follow, but at a distance, because we have longer distance communication now.
Yep.
So go ahead and follow him.
And then she follows the man.
Yes.
Okay.
Sneakily, obviously.
Yeah, I figured as much. So we're gonna need a couple of rolls from Medea, opposed by this dude's own rolls. Let's see.
If she's trying to blend in with a crowd, that should give her some bonus, I imagine. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that she can hide in. Would you agree?
Yeah. Let's see. I think the so the skill we're looking for here is shadowing.
There is a skill like that.
Yes.
Tim has
Okay.
that skill.
And it is
I know.
basically the idea of following someone without being noticed.
I don't have it.
So normally it's an advanced skill, which means you can't roll it if you don't have if you haven't invested in it. But considering the crowd you're moving through,
Yeah, I am accustomed to crowds.
yes, I'll still allow you to roll it, which is basically half your agility. You get a plus 20 modifier to the roll because of the crowd. So
So half agility and then plus 20.
yes.
All right.
That's 45 then.
Okay.
Half is 25 plus 20, that's 45.
Yes.
Modifier -5. There we go.
There you go. Nice.
I roll an
Good.
18. Is that good enough for you?
Oh, very nice.
Well, it really depends on his awareness test, because he gets to make one of those. And
No.
Every day.
He does. Well, so yeah, never mind. You move through the crowd unseen. He hasn't spotted you, so he isn't running or trying to escape anything. He's just moving through the crowd as well.
I just imagine him doing that weird walk where you raise your you like flicking your elbows up over your head. It's like, gosh, what a pleasant day to be a cultist.
Well, he does seem rather pleased with something. But so you can't really tell because he's wearing that bloody mask. But he hasn't spotted you, and you managed to shadow him. You managed to follow him through the crowd as he walks down streets and the thoroughfares. The thing is, it leads you. There is a thing, and the thing is, he leads you to the same manufactorum that you were all standing by moments earlier, or at this point minutes earlier, but from a different angle. So he enters the manufactorum area from a different angle, and you see that there are certain checkpoints around the manufactorum, guarded by guards carrying less weapons, and he just walks past them, where everyone else are required to show some kind of identification. He just walks right past them.
Something fishy is going on.
Very much.
Me no likey fishy stuff.
No.
Too fishy.
Yes.
All the fishies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the problem becomes the first checkpoint that you have to get through, because you would have to show identification, and there's a long line of people waiting to show their identification so they can get into the manufactorum and do their job.
Can't I swipe one?
It'd have to look like you.
Find someone that looks like you and pickpocket them.
Or simply inform us that this has happened, and we'll catch up.
Remember, AJ, and that you have a so-called Voxcaster, which is basically a headset that lets you communicate with Sister Francesca and Akalon, as long as they're within 5 kilometers, and they are.
Should be.
Yes.
Alright, I just tell them.
Okay. And you don't attempt to enter the manufactorum then?
Not from where they can see me, that would be stupid.
Okay, cool. What do you do then?
There has to be another way in.
If you inform us of that, then Francesca will respond by saying, see if you can find a way around or in through the sides, which is unseen. Don't show them your inquisitorial insignia unless it becomes a matter of absolutely necessity. And then let Akalon and me wade in through the front, looking all big and official-like. Okay, we will at least, if nothing else, we're going to get a lot of attention on us that way.
So I had to find another way in?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
You should be able to make use of the distraction when Akalon and I arrive, because we're not exactly subtle.
So the thing is that surrounding the manufactorum is a rather high rockcrete wall, which on top of which is barbed wire, really, essentially, and several pick recorders interspersed throughout this wall, and there are these checkpoints, like I said, that allows access beyond the walls. So the question is, what Medea looks for as she attempts to find a different way in.
What I attempt to look for.
Yeah. How do you imagine that Medea would try to enter this facility, which is surrounded by a rockcrete wall?
Well, they usually have some way in, either from the roof or somewhere else. A window, a back alley thing where they take in all the shit they need, or where they load it on. Well,
so the thing is, there is one area. So the manufactorum is surrounded by this high rockcrete wall. There is an open area where the Sister Francesca and Accolon currently are, which is basically where the entire fleet of vehicles come and go. So if you're looking for an alternate way in, you'd have to get over the wall somehow, or through it, or under it, or whatever.
If only we knew someone who didn't feel any pain if they climbed over barbed wire.
Might still damage her.
Could still damage her, potentially.
Yes.
Well, then it's over it, I guess.
Okay. But you're going to wait until there's some kind of... Sister Francesca mentioned some kind of distraction.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that distraction then?
Well, that distraction is when we get up to the front, and basically I don't. Francesca has absolutely no intention of waiting in line. None.
Nope.
All these good imperial citizens can move aside and make way for the Holy Inquisition for all I fucking care.
Yes, they should feel privileged to be able to see a Sister of Battle once in their lives.
Yes, and if nothing else, they can be suitably chastened by looking at her enormous flamer.
Yes.
Okay, so she just waits past the
yes, she does.
The many workers waiting to get in. And up to, I imagine at least that it's up to the nearest checkpoint.
Yes.
And so she stands face to face with these, and Accolon for that matter. They stand face to face with this small squad of guards. They're currently busy scanning identification cards, but as you enter their field of vision, you get their undivided attention.
Yeah, I was about to say, I imagine they're suddenly busy doing something entirely different.
They're busy looking at a Sister of Battle walking up to them. So while they may not know what a Sister of Battle is necessarily, they do recognize the power armor and the
probably at least the eye hanging from
yes.
her belt. Yes.
And they snap to attention.
Yes. She looks at them for a long, just takes enough time to let them sweat. Just a couple of, just a couple of seconds. She's mean enough to do that, and she's in bad enough of a mood. So she lets them sweat for just a moment, and then she looks into the manufactorum. How many ways out of this place, apart from this entrance and exit, are there?
You see one of them. He's standing with a clipboard, and you see the clipboard is visibly shaking in his hands, and he looks down at the clipboard up at you, and then says, I'm terribly sorry, ma'am. I don't see any mention of a Sister of Battle.
She just gets, within. She moves into his person. Okay. And she swings the heavy flamer over on her back as she moves up towards him, and just she's holding the bolter across her chest instead. And she just, again, she looks down at him. She is wearing her helmet, so this is the faceless mask of the Inquisition staring at him. She looks at him, and she says, "You do realize, don't you, that we are perfectly aware that a known heretic was allowed to walk through this gate no more than 5 minutes ago?"
Yes?
You do understand, don't you, that right now I am here on inquisitorial business, and that you need to not get in my way.
I can assure you, ma'am, that we have no heretics entering our facility.
Yes, I'm sure you can. Your assurances, however, are rather inconsequential in this inquisitorial business, she says. We are entering.
He looks at one of his fellow guards, and the other guard just shrugs his shoulders, and he looks back at you and says, "Might I see a writ of passage, then?"
She takes out the what is it called? The eye. This, unless you want to get in the way of the Inquisition. In which case, we can continue this conversation elsewhere, such as the tricorn.
No, that's fine. If you give me the description of the man you're looking for, I can have we can have a search.
Yes,
set in
or
motion.
a warning. You continue about your business, and we will do our own investigation. You did pass straight through here. I have every reason to suspect that you are involved. And then she just moves on.
So she just brushes past him as he tries to speak for his own mama.
And as Akalon goes past, he doesn't take his eyes off of the man, and is holding two fingers to his temple in that classic "I know exactly what you're thinking."
Oh, you are cruel. I love
Go
it.
ahead, make my day.
Yes, I love this.
Thing. And then he follows after Francesca.
Yes.
So the signal Medea is waiting for comes in the form of hundreds, if not thousands, of klaxons going starting at once. Basically, the classic horns.
A factory's alarm is an air raid siren. So appropriate.
Yes.
For a moment there, Medea were like, "Yeah, and how the hell will I know if?"
Oh, right. Hey, it works.
It's just like, yeah, she's gonna do that. How the hell will I know?
And you see, there are some checkpoints near you. There are probably 100 checkpoints, all in all, surrounding the place, and they all scramble. They close down the checkpoints. Basically, some kind of what's it called? Gita in Danish. Yes, exactly. And so the workers are just left standing there, wondering if they perchance have the day off or whatever this means, and the guards move into the manufactorium itself, basically leaving the checkpoints. They are not entirely unguarded because you do see turrets, gun turrets.
Yeah.
But you're not
How do I
standing.
get around them?
You're not standing near a checkpoint, though. Or you are standing near the one, but you're not standing at one. So you do have a nice, big, tall, high rockcrete wall to get over.
Yes, let's climb them.
Okay. Okay.
I did say we weren't going to be subtle about this.
Yep.
We can't be.
Okay.
I so want to basically just have Ackle, as soon as the alarms go off, just turn around and go back to the people and just burn them.
So the thing is, if any one of you do look back, you do see one of them with his hand on the button that basically started the alarm, and he's scared for his life, but something made him push that button. He looks visibly afraid.
Does Francesca look back as well? I mean, Ackland looks back and sees this, and then
she takes a few steps into the manufactorum, and then she stops. She doesn't turn around. She stops. She just turns her head on the slightly slowly to look at the man who's got his finger on the button. And she just keeps looking at him for a good long moment, just long enough for him to realize that she's imprinted his face to memory.
And that's when you guys notice that he shuts his eyes, he closes his eyes, gulps, and then raises his last rifle.
Oh, to fire at us.
Yes.
What an absolute moron.
Yes.
How far away from him are we?
That's basically up to you how far you want to go in before you look back. So
I think we're probably going to be something like maybe 15 meters in or something.
That's fine then. That's absolutely fine.
No, nothing, not very far at all. I would imagine at least.
No.
And
this fucker is gonna burn.
Oh yes, this fucker is going to burn. So as she turns around, she once again swaps weapons, and then yes.
Okay, we need
because a grate is going to be so much use against the flamer, against two flamers. In this case, a normal and a heavy one.
Yes. So we're not going to bother with initiative for this one. You can just describe how you dispatch of this squad of guards.
I think they are going to have the hottest, most screaming death by boiling promethium in recent memory on Scintilla. They're going to get double teamed by flamers here.
Just two white yellow plumes of flame arc out and just engulf this area, and yeah. It's like a second sun has just ignited in the entrance to the manufactory.
This proves once and for all that this entire, because if they can walk through a manufactorum, these heretics can walk through a manufactorum, and the guards at the manufactorum open fire on identified agents of the Inquisition.
Yep.
This entire level is as good as dead.
Yep.
So back to Medea. Medea, you're attempting to climb over the wall.
She would probably hear while she's climbing. She would probably hear.
If I ever get over, I don't have climb.
No, I think it's a basic skill, but
It is a basic skill, but it's not something I can choose.
No.
I think the point is, I think that she would still, over the vox, she would hear the conversations in the conversation between Achelon and Francesca. She would probably be able to tell what has just happened.
Okay. Yes. So give me a climb check, and we are not going to roll a bunch of climb checks because basically you move half your move speed when with a successful climb check. So we're going to assume that you get over the wall at some point. I'm just going to need to know how long that takes. Okay, so it takes a while for Medea to get over the wall. The handholds aren't many, and so she struggles with it. She does get up to the barbed wire that runs along the top of the wall. Could you give me an agility test to see if she can avoid the barbed wire? With a -10 penalty.
Oi.
It's
Oi!
wow.
You want to re-roll that one, maybe?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because, you know, I think there's a very good chance that you're going to get yourself cut on this. You're going to take damage.
That is
Honestly, I don't think she gives a fucking damn. She's never really
That's-
had an issue with pain.
that's a good
That is
point.
probably also why she's not careful.
That's a
True.
good point.
Excellent point, indeed.
6 points of damage, minus whatever you have in toughness bonus.
Yeah, she doesn't wear armor, does she? Did she get armor?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, then that should probably count off. As well.
Yeah, does the armor cover her legs? Those are her legs is the hit location
No.
most affected by this. Okay, so it's 6 points minus toughness bonus.
Yeah, what is the bonus again?
The whole tent.
The
you
whole
have on
tense,
top.
yes.
Okay. Where the fuck is my wounds? We don't play this enough. I can't find my way around this place.
That's true. That's true.
That's true. We don't.
We don't. I agree.
And I've had to skip out of it a couple of times now.
Yes.
I can't find wounds. I don't know where.
Is
Oh,
down
let's
under
see.
your hit locations. If you look down the under your stats, then there's something called melee weapons. There's movement. There's armor, and then right underneath armor, you'll find wounds.
Oh, right beside my pretty fate points.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. But you do manage to get over it and down on the other side.
Yeah, she just jumps. She has catfall.
Yeah, cool. Works.
Excellent.
And she doesn't feel a thing. She does notice the blood, I imagine, but she doesn't feel it.
Well, she can probably feel the things scratching over her skin, but she doesn't feel the pain.
Nope. Yeah, she yep,
It's
absolutely.
not the illness we have, so she still sweats and bleeds and shit. But
Yep, absolutely. Makes a ton of sense. And like you said, she does.
It's not the illness.
She does feel it. She just doesn't feel the pain of it. Okay, cool.
I think it's like when someone, scratches your leg or something. There's no pain in it. You can just feel the skin rip,
Yep, works.
as if it's numb.
And there she stands inside the manufactorum area. The building itself is still some meters away. So the thing about that is that she can actually see this man, the cherub masked man. He's having a conversation with someone else, even as the alarms go off, and they're still going off.
How far away is he?
You'd guess, you'd estimate 40 meters away from
Can
you.
I
And
sneak up on him?
no, there are no. This area is basically there are no boxes or crates or vehicles for you to hide behind.
No, but I can still move silently if he's not looking this way.
You can. He isn't. So you can absolutely silent move. You would then hope that the other one doesn't notice you. But they are deep in conversation.
Alright. I'm gonna... Where? I'm gonna roll this first. Because she has a fucking voice in her head trying to make her do shit. And because I failed it that massively, she's just gonna kill them both.
Hey, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh my.
It's just like, oh, he's right there! Full burst. It's just, I should probably try. No, fuck that. Yeah.
Okay. So that's the willpower test to see what she's going to do when she reaches them. And let's see if she does reach them before they notice her.
It's not like she's gonna do that, it's just... If she were even gonna try getting closer and try to get them, but no.
Okay.
Where the fuck is her weapons? The range. What does the... Is the range in meters or what?
Yes, the range is in meters.
Yes.
It's so nice to have a system using proper measurements.
Yes. Yes.
Well, then I can then I can get them without any issues with my autogun. It has a range of 90.
Wow. Okay. So you open fire on them.
And a full
of course,
burst
yeah.
is 10.
10, yeah, she can just unload.
Well, I'm mainly going for the cherub man, but
Sure.
if he's standing close to the other one, then he's gonna get it too.
Yeah, they're certainly standing within distance of each other that you can actually hit both of them. So, yeah,
And what is that when it's a full burst?
plus 20,
Ooh, no one's gonna get out alive of that.
and it's an extra hit for each degree of success.
How the fuck?
So,
There's something wrong there. It says the target is 0.
yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So let's what is your target and what's your ballistic skill?
49.
49, and you have plus 20, so that's 69.
70.
49 plus 20 is
69,
69. So, do you have any other things that would modify the roll? I don't think you do.
Does she have a? She didn't have a scope or anything on that thing, did she? No.
No.
And
I
scopes.
never brought that.
Okay, but that is
But I guess that means initiative now.
well. Let's see, because that is, as far as I can tell, 6 bullets in all. If my
That's
math.
10 bullets in all.
Yeah, but not all 10 of them hit. So you get 1 bullet that hits because you succeeded on your roll, and then for every
I hit?
1 degree beyond that, another bullet hits.
No, the point is she rolled. I mean,
What?
You say that she hit.
Yes, because the target, as it says, the target is 0, and her failure is minus 1.6 degrees.
Oh.
So we just apply the 69 instead of the 0, and then
right.
do it the other way around.
Yes, I get what you're doing, because yes, with the target of 0, so yeah, sure, no problem.
So,
She hits with 6 bullets. Ouch.
as far as I can tell, math.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. Maybe
No.
because I put in 2 pluses. I should have said plus 20. I should just have written 20.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
In any case, let's say that 6 of those bullets hit. So,
The damage is 1d10 plus 3.
right?
It's impact, no penetration.
No penetration. Okay, cool. Let's see some damage then.
That's
I
still,
kind of like that she has quick draw, so drawing a weapon is a free action.
it's still a lot of damage.
So I have to roll 6d10 plus what?
Well, let's roll 1d10 at a time, because
And then I'm just gonna open the dice roller because that's easier.
yes, cool.
And then plus 3,
Yes.
12,
Okay. Roll the second one. Okay.
8, 9.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm counting for. Ooh, 6. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 10.
And the last one.
6.
Okay, that brings him down. So you unload on this cherub masked devil, and he just goes down in a mist of red.
And because then she just looks at him. The other one, if he's still up and walking, is he?
Yeah, and he's looking mighty terrified.
And then she just grins widely. I still have 20 bullets in this. And then she just raises it again after him.
Can we hear her firing through the?
No, you can't, because there's
Okay.
too much noise going on.
Yeah. I imagine. I just wanted to ask.
So one other
Not that I'm going to stop her anyway, because I'm fine with them dying.
a side effect of you opening fire with your flamers and then Medea opening fire with her weapon is an absolute panic outside the manufactorum, and also inside, really.
Through that, I have a target.
Yeah, you do, and he's trying to run. He scrambles away from you.
Yeah, good luck getting 50 meters away before I fire again.
Yeah, he won't. He won't.
He won't. But
Nope.
he starts running.
Yes.
The poor thing. And I'm gonna
He
try
absolutely
rolling
does.
this with 20 instead. Without a plus and see if that works. It did!
It did.
Better.
You hit.
I
You.
shouldn't put in 2 pluses, just
Okay. Just
20.
Just right 20. Okay, cool. So the thing is that that's one hit.
Yeah.
That's one bullet because you did hit, but not by any degrees. So you just roll damage once. Okay, so you hit him and he falls to the ground. Hit in the back. So he has to get up before he can do anything else. So you can unleash another volley if you wish.
Can I get up to him first?
No,
Or is he
you're
too far away.
You're too far away from him.
All right. Then he can get the last first before I have to reload.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see some damage.
That's 3 of them, right?
That's 3 bullets. In all. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's dead, Jim. Yeah. You just killed a manufacturing worker.
He was talking with the cherub.
Yeah, absolutely. He
don't talk with the cherub man.
Nope. Don't talk with the cherub man. Okay. So, what's Medea's plan now that she's neutralized these 2 heretics?
Well, she's gonna go over and check the cherub man.
Okay. And Sister Francesca and Accolon. So what happens with you guys is, or at least where you are, is the it's
panic and mayhem.
It's pandemonium because there's a lot of manufacturing workers panicking, running away from you. So it's not like they're running across your line of sight or anything. They're getting the hell away from you. But there's also a lot of guards, and they're not running. They're taking up positions.
Yes. Well, I'm basically my idea is to move towards the there has to be sort of like an overseer's station where they have all the cameras, that oversee the whole thing. She wants to get to that place, and anybody with a gun standing in her way is going to get burnt.
Okay. So you're absolutely right. There would be an overseer's station somewhere in the manufacturing. Problem is you don't know where it is.
No,
and
but if she looks around, there's a likelihood that she can see something like a what's it called? Like an overhanging whatever with windows, where somebody could look out over all the menial slaves or whatever. That's the kind of place she would be going for.
Okay, give me an awareness test then. The thing is, of course, that you still have an army of guards to get past. But give me an awareness test just so.
No, I don't see anything except the guards.
Those guards.
Yeah, well, the guards shall have to die, and then we shall, because they are firing on a member of an identified member of the Inquisition. Then fine, burn.
I'm going to re-roll mine if that's alright.
Okay.
And there's no modifiers, is there?
Nope.
That's even worse.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
As per usual.
As per.
We're right back on form.
It might be that the tens and tens and tens of weapons pointed in Accolon's direction is throwing him a bit off.
It might be. I'm not used to facing this many armed guards at once, I suppose.
No.
But, oh well.
I think we'll hop on over to the upper hive for a bit.
Yes, let's do that.
So Tim.
Yes.
You exited the empty Adeptus.
Yes.
And you didn't run into any more trouble. You successfully exit the building. Yay!
Go me.
And outside, it's business as usual with people walking past you, and they haven't noticed anything going on inside the Adeptus Arbiter station or precinct. So, what do?
I keep an eye out for, vehicles placed nearby or stuff like that to indicate that, someone arrived to send these people in or something like that. But I move towards where Trina is.
Okay, so she's in the mansion on the opposite side of the avenue, and you walk toward it. You reach it without incident, and you don't spot any potential threats. It appears the two you've killed, it appears they arrived on foot. There are no vehicles indicating that they were used by them. You reach the place, and you hear Trina over the Vox or microbeat, because you still use microbeats. You haven't been given the Voxcast as yet. But you hear her say over the Vox, "Where are you, Tim?"
I'm entering the building now.
Good. Be careful.
I will. And if I forgot to say it before, he of course reloads the boom round.
Yeah, this the hot shot. Okay. So Tim enters.
Going swimmingly for you.
Yes. Tim enters the mansion. It's dark inside. There are no lights. There is some light coming in from the door you're entering through, of course, and the windows. But other than that, it's dark inside.
He sneaks up the same way he saw Trina move.
Okay.
And with emphasis on sneaks, and with senses extended to not be caught unaware.
Okay.
Where are you? He asks.
I'm in the dining hall. Do you need directions?
No, I saw how you moved.
All right. So you move through the mansion as well, and you come upon what appears to be the dining hall. It's an open. The door inside is open, and
I will take a moment to before going in there to listen out for, is this a trap?
Okay, give me an awareness test.
Just normal, yes?
Yes. Okay, that is a success. So there are no sounds coming from throughout the manor. It's completely silent. The only thing you hear is whenever Trina speaks in your vox your microbeat.
Does she speak while I'm there?
Well, she did say she did ask if you needed directions, and you said no, I don't. And that's pretty much it. She hasn't spoken since.
In that case, he makes sure to very quietly speak down into the beat, or how it works. And asks Trina.
I think he's speaking to her.
Yes.
Yeah, he asks. He just says her name.
Yes.
Or whispers her name.
There's no response.
Is there any visible other way into this room from where I'm standing?
Not that you're aware. There might be. This appears to be the entrance through which the people living there would enter. But there's probably also a servant's entrance into the dining hall.
In that case, I think he again says very, very quietly into the feed, "I'm coming up on your position." And then, just to make sure, he takes the laser scope that he picked up and kind of throws it into the room to go before him.
Okay. Just so I understand it, is he going to find the alternate entrance, the servant's entrance, or is he going in through the main entrance into the dining hall?
He's not actually going anywhere yet. He's throwing something in there to see if someone shoots at it at first sound.
Okay. That's clever, because it actually works. Someone does shoot or last round. You see you recognize the flash and the faint sound it makes.
In that case, yes, let's see if we can find another entrance.
Okay, so you move through the corridors of this mansion,
Yes.
and
Very, very quietly.
yes, could you give me a silent move
I
test?
figured you might ask for that.
Yes.
I'm very happy I've actually put points in.
Wow, you're doing well. Okay, so you move silently through the manor, and you eventually do find the servants' quarters. Not surprisingly, it's on a lower level than the dining hall. You do find them, and you then use that way to get into, or near at least, the dining hall. You then have to ascend a number of stairs again. You don't meet any kind of threat or resistance as you move through the manor, and you now stand in front of the door leading into the dining hall from the servants' quarters.
Is it closed?
It is closed.
Well, I'm going to have to use a hand to open it, I guess.
Okay.
Which means I can't use. Is there anything nearby I can? Nah. I take out my pistol, I guess.
Okay.
And then I want to very, very quietly open the door if possible.
So you want to open the door quietly if possible. If at all possible.
It could be locked. What do I know?
Yes. As it turns out, it isn't locked.
Of course, and I open it in, the I don't want to get shot as soon as I open it kind of way.
Of course.
Use it as cover.
Yes. And then your pistol up, ready to shoot. Okay. You say you want to open it quietly. So this is a manor. It's the people here are they have the resources to buy for oil to oil their hinges so they don't creak. So you open it soundlessly and quietly. And what you see inside the dining hall we'll find out when we return from our last break.
Dun, dun, dun.